channel. I hope you're all well. First up, apologies there was no video last week. I just couldn't be bothered. I didn't want to film for the sake of filming, and I didn't have anything I really wanted to film, and I just wasn't feeling it. I weren't feeling it at all. Second of all, if you can see this spot, wherever it is, here, no you can't, it's not there, you're literally imagining things. Today's video is a girl talk, so I put on my Instagram kind of a question box on my story saying ask me questions for a girl talk, or like topics for a girl talk, and I've got 7 different kind of topics, but I thought it'd just be nice to kind of chat. It can be like your agony aunt jokes, because my advice is actually shocking, but you know what I mean. One of the topics that was mentioned a lot is skincare and do I get any spots. So I've always been quite lucky with my skin. I've never really had any bad issues of spots or anything like that. I get the occasional one every now and then, like this one here, which literally just appeared overnight. During university I had a lot more spots, still nothing major, but like my forehead, if I can find pictures I'll pop them in, but my forehead got quite a lot of spots, but I think that's purely because I was drinking more, I wasn't eating as well, I was stressed literally 24/7, which obviously factors to getting spots. People ask what skincare I use, so I don't often do stuff with my skin just because, again, I can't be bothered. I'm lazy. I'm not afraid to admit it, I'm lazy. But when I do stuff, I use this CeraVe hydrating cleanser, which literally feels insane on my skin, and then I use this Neutrogena, you know the one, this one, and it's just a daily scrub. I use this one when I can feel my skin getting really, like, not spotty, but like I can feel that it's not its best condition. And then I use this little The Ordinary thing, what is it, Niacinamide, no, I don't know, this one. You basically just squeeze this little bit and you just drop it on your face and rub it in, that's it. And then the last thing I use is this Freedom Spot thing. So when you get a spot, you pop it on, and it just makes it go away a bit quicker, I guess. I'm not really sure, this could all just be a lie. I literally don't know anything about skincare. I very rarely have like a full face. I only have a full face of makeup if I'm going like out. So I guess maybe that contributes towards it, I don't know. The second subject is toxic friends / making friends. I don't really know what you mean by toxic friends. Like, have you got toxic friends, or like knowing if a friend's toxic? If it's knowing whether a friend's toxic, I think sometimes you don't always know someone is toxic until you're out of that situation. In school, like during GCSE time, I think there's a group of like maybe 12 of us, and then obviously as we got older, A levels, uni, there's only like 5 of us now. And looking back, you can see which friends weren't good friends and which friends made you feel bad for acting a certain way and stuff like that. And it's nothing against them personally, maybe just like our personalities clashed and we were just kind of friends for the sake of it, I don't know. But looking back now, to me, those people were toxic people in my life. They didn't bring out the best in me. I think it's really tricky because obviously you don't just want to bin your friend off, they're still your friend. They're just not a good friend. But on the flip note, making friends, I could not tell you. I literally don't know. I don't have many friends. Which is really sad. I actually don't have many friends. I've got my home friends, I've got my uni friends, and that's it. And I don't know how I made friends with them. I guess we became friends because we were in the same situation. So like uni people all started uni, school all started school. But like right now, I wouldn't know how to make friends with someone. If I could, I'd just go up to a random girl and be like, wow, you are literally stunning. I'd love to be a friend, but like, is that a bit weird? But there we go. So toxic friends, if you know who they are, bin them off. Trust me, bin them off. It's gonna be hard, but it's worth it. If you don't know they're toxic friends, you'll realise when you spend enough time away from them that they were toxic. And making friends, I literally don't know. Just go up to someone and say, hey girl, let's be friends, because that's what I want to do. Next one is virginity / knowing when the right time is / how old should you be / all those kind of things. So obviously you should be 16 because that is the legal age, but I feel like when you know, you know. I was one of the last in my group to lose it, and that is because I didn't know. There wasn't a person that I thought, yeah, this is it, like this is the right time, this is the right place. There was just never that kind of situation. I know a lot of girls stress about it, I know a lot of girls worry about it, like, oh, my friends have and I haven't. I was never like that. I literally didn't care when I lost it. Always been quite an angel. I was never like doing bits when I was young. I had my first kiss when I was like 15, 16. But yeah, when you know, you know. You don't have to be in love. Like, losing your virginity isn't that big of a deal. It does not have to be with someone you're in love with and gonna marry and spend the rest of your life with. It doesn't have to be that. As long as it's consensual on both parts and it feels right, do it. Next one is contraception / what is the best contraception. So I've had the pill and the implant. I first started the pill, I think it was, how do you say it? Oh, I don't know how to say it. Redivigon. I'll put a picture, you know the one I mean. So I first started that maybe when I was 16 and a half. And that was purely because of my periods. I wanted them to become like regular. I wanted them to become lighter because that's what I did apparently. It wasn't for any other reason. As I said, I literally had my first kiss when I was 16. I definitely weren't having sex anytime soon. And then in June 2017, I got the implant instead, which, by the way, getting it in, it didn't hurt in the slightest. It was literally done like that. And I had that for just over 2 years. First year was literally the nicest thing I've ever dealt with. My moods were fine, my periods were fine, they were even lighter than they were when I was on the pill. I had no issues with it. I didn't have to worry about obviously taking the pill. Yeah, and then 2018, about October time, that's when it started getting bad. I was late on and I began to panic, obviously, because I shouldn't be late on because it'd be normal. I eventually came on about 2 weeks late, and my period lasted for about 2 weeks, and it was extremely heavy, like extremely heavy. I wasn't worried or anything. I don't know why I wasn't worried. And then I had a couple of months where I didn't have a period at all, and then again I got my period again. It was a couple of weeks late, like 2 weeks. It was just getting heavier and heavier and heavier. I was losing a lot of blood, like I didn't realise how much of a big issue it actually was. And then one day, like, I was just fed up of it. I was in 3rd year of university because like 2 weeks is a long time for a period. And then I'd have like 2 weeks off and then be back on my period for 2 weeks. It wasn't even monthly anymore. It was crazy. So I went to the uni doctors and said, like, this is happening and blah, blah, blah. I was crying because I was just so done with it. So done with it. And she was like, that's not normal. Like, you shouldn't be bleeding that much. You shouldn't be bleeding for 2 weeks. It shouldn't be coming back every 2 weeks. Like, we need to get it out of you ASAP. Getting it out was horrible. It was horrible. I took my friend Yasmin, who literally passed out because it was horrible. I felt like I was going to pass out. Yeah, it just was not a nice experience, that last kind of year and a half of it. So if you want it for a year and then take it out, go for it. Anyway, I'm now back on the Revidigon, however you say it, pill. No issues. I've never had issues with it. I don't know why I went to the implant. I think I just did it for ease. I've never had issues with it. I know some people do have issues with it, but for me, I've never had an issue with it. Regular period, not too heavy periods, like average periods, no mood swings. It's just been like an easy ride for me. The next one is periods. I feel like I kind of touched on that in the contraception one. Like, my periods now are monthly for a week. When I'm coming on, they are very painful. Like, oh, it's not nice. Maybe I am a bit dramatic about it, but still, like, it is painful. But like, once I'm actually on, there is no pain whatsoever. And I'm coming on, I eat a lot, and like, not healthy food, just junk food, like chocolate, crisps, whatever I can find, I'll have that. And I'll have a hot water bottle. But then once I'm actually on, I don't need a hot water bottle. I'll eat normally again. But I think it's pretty mixed for everyone. Next subject is mental health. I've always been quite lucky with my mental health. I've never really had any issues, but I know a lot of friends who have suffered with mental health, really suffered with mental health. I wish I could do more for them. I wish I could give like some of my happiness to them almost. Obviously I have down days some days, like when COVID first came about. When Boris announced that we were first going into lockdown in March, I cried a lot. And like March, April, May, June were just horrible. I would say I struggle with kind of anxiety sometimes, maybe, but I don't want to self-diagnose myself because that's not who I am. But like silly things, so like doing a big shop in Asda or any shop just makes me feel a bit anxious. Like going to parties with like big crowds and only a couple of people I know makes me feel really anxious. Like situations I can't control make me a bit anxious, but like nothing deep, like I can still do it, it's just not the nicest. I prefer not to do it, basically. I think it's important to put yourself first when it's like that. Like self-care, preach. You need to have your self-care days. You need to have your bath, you need to have your tan, you need to have whatever makes you feel good. That's what you need to do. The last one is body positivity and loving your body. So like I just said, self-care days are very important. When I don't have a tan, I'm literally like, ugh. When I do have a tan, I'm like, so that makes a big difference in how I view my body. Not gonna lie, over the past kind of year and a half, my body has changed so much due to lockdown and not being at uni and stuff. I'm eating more because I've got more time. I'm not always on my feet flashing around, so there's not much like exercise. There is still exercise going on, but not as much as uni. So my body has changed a lot in the year and a half. I've got a lot of stretch marks from where my body obviously has stretched, and I know I have cried to Adam about it on multiple occasions just because I'm not used to seeing them on my body. But at the same time, bodies are actually amazing, aren't they? As hard as it can be sometimes, we need to love them, we need to appreciate them, we need to look after them. Like, if you are feeling rubbish about your body, do what gives you, like, do something that makes you feel good about it. So like for me, it is tanning. Tanning and shaving everywhere makes me feel like a goddess. Anyway, that is the end of the video. I hope kind of some of that was helpful. Obviously, if you have any more questions, just ask like in the comments, or you can Instagram me or whatever. I do apologise for sounding like so croaky and that I'm gonna cry, because I'm actually okay. Thank you for watching. Again, apologies for no video last week. I just didn't feel like it. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.